Hey, happy Monday. Whoops. Even my camera is hot. I have the fan going, so if you can hear it in the background, I'm sorry, but it is pretty warm in here tonight. So I am going to be working with the Planted Paradise stamp set tonight. I've had it for so long and I didn't get a chance to use it, so I'm going to use that. And I found these envelopes that were in my stash and I fell in love with them. Hey, Sheila. And I am going to do my card to match this envelope. Okay. So it's the Painted Paradise. So let's go through the card stock that we need for tonight's card. So we needed our card base, 8.5 by 5.5, and scored at 4 1/4. And I'm using Old Olive. That was my choice. And then we needed some more cardstock, and I chose Mossy Meadow. Oops, wrong one. Hold on. Mossy Meadow, and it should be 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and then another piece that is 4 3/8 by 1 1/8, and then a third piece 3 1/4 by 2 1/2. Okay, so I chose Old Olive, Mossy Meadow, and then Old Olive. Oh, thanks, Sheila. I finally got them done. All right, then we needed some DSP, a 5 1/4 by 4, and this DSP is, let me see where it is. It's the new DSP. Just let me check to make sure I have the correct name for you. And I believe, yes, it is the Season of Green and Gold. It was just released as a new online exclusive. So that's 5 1/4 by 4. Then another piece, and this is the same paper, but it's in gold, and it is 4 1/4 by 1. And then we needed a basic white or very vanilla, and I chose very vanilla, 3 1/8 by 2 3/8, and then a 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. Okay, so those were all the pieces that I told you to gather up. Hey, do. Thank you. Yeah, they did a nice job. I like them. All right, so before we get started putting the card together, I wanted to touch base with the Planted Paradise and the stamps itself. I did already stamp everything, but you know, with photopolymer, sometimes when and this is Old Olive, when we ink up our photopolymer stamps and you look at it and you go to stamp, and let me just grab my, where is my mat? There it is. It does help to have either the foam mat or the silicone mat. But when you go to stamp, can you see how, and it's a little blurry, but can you see how it didn't really stamp well? Well, sometimes if you take a pencil eraser, and I'm just going to clean this off first because it has lots of ink on it. If you take a pencil eraser and just go over the stamp itself with the pencil eraser, it takes off the, there's like a, I don't want to say a seal, but it has like a oily type feel to it. So if you take a pencil eraser and just do that on your stamp and then ink it up, it may work a little better. Okay, so let's do it again. And you can see it stamped so much better than the first one. Hey, Kathy. Yes, 90 degrees. It's 96 here. All right. So it stamps so much better. If you don't want to use a pencil eraser, excuse me, you can always pull out your Versamark and ink it up with your Versamark and stamp it, okay? And then go in with your ink color and then stamp it. And you'll get a really nice stamp inked image after doing that, okay? Now, like I said, it's the Planted Paradise. And I actually stamped everything because this stamp set does not come with dies, so I had to fussy cut everything. So I have this piece here, and I'll show it to you right here. And this is Pebbled Path. And then here are the leaves that we just stamped. And I did them on Very Vanilla. So this is Old Olive. And then I did this one here, 2 of them. And that's Granny Apple Green. And then I did these 2 leaves. And that is in Garden Green. And then I did these little, I don't even know what they are, but they're right here. And that is in Crumb Cake. Now, also with these stamps, they are reversible. Okay, so you can, oh no, they're not reversible. I take that back. Yes, they are actually. You can see that you can stamp each side. Okay. So those are the images that I stamped and fussy cut. So let's get our card base and we're going to layer it up with our, what did I say it was? 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, 5 1/4 by 4. Let me see if I have any glue in this container. Nope, doesn't feel like there's much in there. Let's try this one. I haven't been in here lately, so everything is not in its right place because I haven't been in here to clean up or refill anything that I need refilling. And glue, I go through so much. All right, so let's lay this down. Margaret, I got your card. Thank you so much. It is beautiful. I meant to grab it so I could show it off, and I'll have to do that on Thursday. But thank you. It is much appreciated and came at a very good time. All right, that glue seems to be empty too. I'm going to just grab a new one. Bear with me. So I purchased a paper pumpkin kit. I don't subscribe to paper pumpkin anymore because my card got messed up twice and I've never restarted my paper pumpkin kit subscription. So I purchased one from a fellow demonstrator and she mailed it to me and it got lost in the mail. It was supposed to have been delivered on July 5th and it's what, the 15th. Never saw hide in the hair. I reported it. This morning, I got a phone call from I don't even know who saying that she has my package and she's going to deliver it to me today. Isn't that amazing? Never thought I'd see it again. All right, so there is the card base so far. Now, yeah, it is pretty, right, Dew? Yes, the eraser works very well, Sheila. You like the turtle stamps? Yeah. All right. So we're going to take the cardstock, and I forgot what size it was already. 4 3/8 by 1 1/8 and 4 1/4 by 4, and we're going to adhere these two together. And I am going to keep the gold side up just to give it a little flare. All right, so make sure it's on there and it's centered. And I think I am going to pop this up. You can adhere it if you like, but I think I'll pop mine up. So either way, let's turn it over. Let's get some dimensionals on here. I was going to do Christmas in July tonight, but I came across, like I said, I came across this set. It's been sitting here for a while, and I figured, let's do some plants. All right, so what are we going to do with it? It doesn't fit this way, so we are going to put it on our card just like this. And I am going to utilize the straight lines in the paper to lay it on the front of our card. And then next we have this piece here, but we're going to hold off because we're going to take I have Very Vanilla, and this is 3 1/8 by 2 3/8, and we are going to adhere the image, or you could stamp your image on here. Plus, we're going to grab a sentiment, and I'm not sure where this sentiment came from. It's "May the good you do come back to you." Aha, here it is. Let me pull it out so I can show you. It's the Unbounded Love. I think is that where it comes from? No, it's not. Oh, no. Ah, here it is. Something fancy. May the good you do come back to you. And I am actually going to do it in Old Olive. And I did put the sticker on so I can try and get this on here straight. All right. So I am going to stamp my sentiment up towards the left. Now at this point, like I said, you can stamp your image on here, or you can stamp and die cut, punch, fussy cut, whatever you need to do, whatever you'd like to do, okay? And I am going to pop this up, but I'm going to keep my dimensionals towards the bottom so I can sneak all my leaves underneath. Okay, so I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to just pull it off the side just a little bit, but I do want to make sure it's on here straight. Yeah, it is pretty, right, Joe? And then we're going to fill it in with our leaves. And I'm going to just add them in. I'll put this one in next. And let's see, I'm going to put it down sideways. And we're just going to fill this in with all the leaves that we did. Now this one, I am going to add my glue to the front, and I'm going to stick it in and push down so it now is adhered to the bottom of our little vase. All right? And then this one, I think I'll put this one in. like that. And then I'm going to add a bit of glue to the right-hand side on the front and stick it in and push that leaf down so it's stuck behind that leaf. And these little pieces here, we'll just tuck one in. So we get to be a florist. All right, so then we have a nice, I don't know why it's so dark in here tonight. I have 2 lights on. All right, so we just have our plants, and we're going to take this now and adhere it to our piece of cardstock that measures 3¼ by 2½. All right, so I'm just going to add some glue, and we're going to adhere it to this mat. I'm going to lift it so I can get it on here straight. All right, now let's pull our card back in, and we're going to lay this on the front of the card. We're going to glue it to this popped up piece. We're going to put dimensionals down this side. All right, so I'm just going to turn it over. We're going to add some dimensionals. Hopefully everything is glued on and has dried, otherwise it's going to move. All right, so there are dimensionals, and then this side we're going to add glue, and I'm going to make it so it is centered top to bottom on this piece. And lay it down. So there we go. Just a quick and easy. That's all right, too. All right. So for the inside, what should we do with the inside? I think what I'll do is I have this little leaf right here. I'm going to make it just plain and simple. I'm going to use this leaf. Oh, let me get I want to just see how it stamps, because I didn't use it. Not too bad. All right, so I'm going to use these leaves. Like I said, I did not even use it for the front of the card. So let's put them on the inside. I'm going to just do it on each and every corner. 2, 3. All right. Now, if you happen to forget to season your stamp with an eraser or Versamark, and you don't like the way it stamps, this is Old Olive. So I would grab my Old Olive blend, and I would just go over it and just fill it in a little bit if there's places that were missed. All right? And nobody will ever know. So let's grab this. Where's my seal? Actually, my tape runner, because I'm still using this tape runner. And we're going to add it to the center of the card. And there we go. A real quick and easy card. You could use scraps if you wanted, any stamp set, just quick and easy. So create your cards, post them in the group. The link is in the description, and I will pick a winner for next week. Also, thank you for everybody who commented on the posts that I posted this week. I will be picking the random winner. I was just working on that before I went live. The random winner of through the comments. We had lots of comments, and I thank you so much. Karen, if you watch the replay, thinking about you. Hope your weather isn't crazy like you said it was going to be. So thanks for joining me tonight, everybody. And I will see you on Thursday. Make those cards, get them posted, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.